the first fight in Taras Nabad is pretty straightforward, first few fights. So you should have 3... you see I have my Crucible and my Chainsaw is only at 1 pip, because I had to do this through mission select. I lost my footage for the non-mission select, so you should have 3 Chainsaw pips, no Crucible. But I'll explain how you should be routing this. So it starts off with these two zombies. There's a Hell Knight and a Cyber Mancubus that spawn. So you should also have a Blood Punch in principle. So the way you want to do it is just rush the Hell Knight.
Your Crucible is still embedded in the Titan that attacked this Sentinel City.
And chainsaw the Cyber Mancubus. So obviously I won't be able to chainsaw the Cyber Mancubus.
Where the legend of the Slayer began.
So I've cleared everything here. So technically this is the next fight coming up. Ooh, only have 3 ammo, so I'm not going to be able to get the Marauder the way I'd want to. So you obviously want to take care of the Marauder with the usual Ice Bomb technique. This is probably one of the easiest places to use it because you have so much space. And there we go. Oh, obviously that didn't go as a plan, but it's a pretty straightforward section. So this section is also pretty straightforward. You have an Arcvile, a Prowler, and a Hell Knight that spawn. So Prowler, Hell Knight, the Arcvile can spawn three different places. Ugh. So the next fight is a Prowler, a Hell Knight, and an Arcvile. The obvious difficulty is the Arcvile. It can spawn at 3 different places, and every player has his own or her own setup for the Arcvile. I think a semi-decent setup is on this ledge right here, because the Arcvile can spawn here, here, or here, and you have semi-decent access to the Arcvile from here. So. But that's about it for the fight. I've seen a few good setups. One that includes taking care of the Hell Knight and Prowlers from further away as soon as they spawn. But I'll let the setups up to you. That's just the spawns and the fights. So once you've cleared the Arcvile fight, there's a secret Gore nest to clear. So I'm playing on the most recent patch, by the way. I haven't downpatched, but once you clear the Arcvile fight, there's a secret Gore nest that spawns 3 mobs, Doom Hunter, a Caco Demon, and a Pain Elemental. So there are a bunch of setups to get. So one of the challenges for this map is to get different glory kills on the Pain Elementals. There are a bunch of setups that work. the most offensive one is Ballista, Super Shotgun Ballista. That works really well. To me, the most secure one is 3 Ballista shots. There's another way, which is 2 Ballista shots and 2 precision bolts, which isn't bad as well. I did a very long video, not a very long video, but I did a quite in-depth review of Pain Elementals and their stagger. You need to be careful when shooting them because they will not stagger if you get them below their 500 HP threshold for staggers. While you're shooting them, while they go below 500 HP during certain animations. So the upside of using Shotgun Ballista is that it's pretty quick, so you're more than likely to not get an animation, but it's not perfect. It's not easy. Whereas 3 Ballista shots is a bit easier to pull off, in my opinion. So there you see, I got the shotgun kill and the shotgun blast and the ballista in. But apart from that, so you need to clear this, and there's nothing very special about it. So the next fight is pretty not complicated because most people use a BFG to clear everything, but there are a lot of mobs on the map. So as you can see from the what can I call it, the cheat engine enemy counter, well, let's just call it the enemy counter. There are 2 one basic zombie, 2 mecha zombies. So the difference, 2 basic zombies and 2 mecha zombies. So the difference between mecha zombies and basic zombies is that mecha zombies have 500 HP. So anything with 500 HP is not a basic zombie, it's a mecha zombie. So if I were to kill this, you'll have 1 tier 3 zombie less. And basic zombies have 200 HP. I don't know why one has 199. But that's how it is. And there's also a single gargoyle, so none of the gargoyle doesn't respawn. And as you can see from the tool, which shows kill count, gargoyles and fodder don't count towards kill count, so they won't progress the arena if you kill them. So the gargoyle doesn't respawn. The mecha zombies and zombies. The mecha zombie doesn't respawn either. But the zombies do. So at its simplest, the arena is just 2 simple zombies. There's 1 Dread Knight, 1 Pain Elemental, and 2 Cyber Mancubus or Mancubi. So you want to kill. The trigger for the next phase is having 2. It's killing 2 mobs, 2 important mobs, let's say, and these 2 trigger mobs are those that are highlighted in orange in the tool. So you can see that the Pain Elemental is highlighted in this purplish color. That's because if you kill him, it won't count towards the kill count. I'm still at 0 kills out of the 2, and if I kill another demon, so let's say I kill the Dread Knight, nothing new is going to spawn, and I'm still going to be stuck with both Cyber Mancubi and just both Cyber Mancubi and the two mecha zombies. So that means that technically what you want to do is you want to kill at least 1 you need to kill at least 1 Cyber Mancubi, and you probably want to kill the Hell Knight because he's the simplest of the 2. To kill. So as soon as you kill that, you need to kill 7 demons that are in orange. So once again, you have some fodder that spawns, 2 zombies, 2 mecha zombies. You don't really care about those. You have 2 imps that spawn as well, but you have the most obvious thing you have is a Doom Hunter, a Caco demon. You also have a Prowler, and that's about it. So people usually use a BFG shot to clear this, and as I said, you want to use your BFG shot after having killed at least 2 boss mobs in phase 1, because you kind of want everything to spawn in phase 2, and you want to get the most value possible out of that BFG shot. So as you can see from what's highlighted, you need to kill everything in orange, so you're going to have to kill the Demon Hunter, but also that last imp, but most probably that last imp is dead because of your BFG shot. So you see, gate's not opening because of the imp. Or gargoyle, yeah, gargoyle. Where is it? There you have it. So, with regards to this Slayer Gate, it's, I'd say, relatively difficult Slayer Gate. There are 5 phases. First phase, there's an Arcvile, 2 Pain Elementals, and an Arachnotron. Then you have a bunch of Prowlers that spawn, then a bunch of Whiplashes that spawn, then a Tyrant, and some Mancubus and fodder as well. So that's actually 4 phases. So I won't go into, I mean, I'm going to go through the Slayer Gate, but the current routing, you do this at the end of the level once you have the Crucible, so you can take care of the Tyrant more easily. So I'm going to go through, as you can see, I don't have the Crucible right now, so I'm going to play through this as if I didn't have it, but you should have it in principle. So as I said, it starts off with an Arcvile that always spawns at the same place. There's an Arachnotron and a Pain Elemental that spawns as well. So you want to take care of the Arcvile as soon as you can. So once you've taken care of the Arcvile, you should be able to, as soon as it spawns, you should lob a grenade and double lock down on it to kill it, and it should be fine. You want to take care of the Pain Elemental afterwards. Killing the Pain Elemental spawns another Pain Elemental. And as you can see, the Pain Elemental is orange, meaning that you need to kill it to progress. The second Pain Elemental will always spawn at the same place, always spawn right over here in the air. So, as you saw, not killing the Arachnotron does not prevent the next phase from triggering, so you should kill the Arachnotron if you don't want to end up with an Arachnotron and a bunch of Prowlers. So there are 6 Prowlers on the field right now, and you need to kill 8 in order for the next phase to spawn. So the way current strats do this is I believe they take care of the Prowlers normally. So that's 2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills. Seven. Oh, I must have killed 8 accidentally. Anyways, so you have 4 Whiplashes that spawn, 4 on the field. You need to kill 6 in order to get the next phase to spawn. So we're just gonna... One, 2, 3, 4. So I need to kill 2 more. Trying not to kill the Arachnotron to prove my point, but that's 5. Oh no, one's really low. That's 5. That's 6. So next phase spawns, and you'll see. So there's the super heavy tyrant that's spawning right now. 2 mancubuses are going to spawn as well, and in a couple of seconds after that, a lot of fodder is going to spawn. But if you manage to kill the tyrant, which is the only mob in orange, before anything else spawns, in particular the fodder, you cannot kill the tyrant before the mancubus spawns. Well, nothing else is going to spawn. So if you kill the tyrant really fast as it spawns, for example, with a crucible, you'll be able to prevent the fodder from spawning, and all you'll have to do is kill the remaining. So it'll be an arachnotron and 2 mancubi, sorry, to complete the Slayer Gate. Whereas if you wait too long, you're going to have to kill all the fodder that spawns, which is a bunch of imps and gargoyles and so forth. So the tyrant spawn, the 2 mancubus spawn, as you can see on the right. You have the super heavy tyrant, which is in orange, the 2 mancubus just below, the usual zombie fodder, the arachnotron from phase 1, and in a few seconds, a bunch of imps are going to spawn. So that's imp, 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 imp. So 3 gargoyles and 4 imps. And now, if you try to clear this, usual way. So everything becomes orange as soon as you kill the tyrant, because you need to clear the whole area. So you need to kill the imps and the gargoyles and everything else. Whereas if you just kill it with a crucible as soon as it spawns, it's going to nothing else is going to spawn, and all you have to do is just clear the 2 mancubus that remain, and that's it. So that's the Slayer Gate. Okay, so the next fight is pretty tough. There are 3 waves. First wave, there's a Whiplash, Hell Knight, Carcass, and a Prowler that spawns. You need to kill either the Whiplash or the Hell Knight for wave 2 to spawn. The second wave is Hell Baron, and as soon as you kill the Hell Baron, an Arcvile spawns. So the Hell Baron is always going to spawn right there in the middle, just behind that BSG shot, and the Arcvile can spawn. I think it's at 2 or 3 places. Sorry, at least you can spawn either here or here. But I also believe he can spawn somewhere over here. I haven't seen him spawn here, but I think from memory he spawns here. I don't know what the current strats are for this fight, but as I said, you need to kill either. So you can see the Whiplash and the Hell Knight are in orange, meaning that as soon as you kill either, next phase is going to spawn. So I've killed them. Phase 2 spawns, which is the Baron. So you have a ton of fodder. I'm pretty sure you want to use a BFG at one point. The Arcvile spawned, yeah, okay. And he spawned, yeah, right over there. And that's the fight. Okay, so the next fight is a secret Gore nest, which is located right here. There's a secret to pick up as well. That's about it. So a secret Gore nest is a Marauder. And I believe 2 or 3 zombies. Oops. Obviously you want to take care of the Marauder with the lockdown rocket launcher technique, which I don't know how to do very well, so. But that's about it. It's pretty simple to counter, nothing special about it. So as soon as you take out the hilt of the crucible from this dead demon, a Prowler spawns as well as a basic zombie. Entering the arena spawns a Cyber Mancubus and a Dread Knight. Killing either the Hell Knight, Dread Knight, sorry, and the Cyber Mancubus spawns phase 2, which is another Prowler, a Caco Demon, and a Whiplash. So killing the Prowlers doesn't... it doesn't change the phase, so you can get rid of both Prowlers, otherwise you'll have 2 on the field. And as soon as you kill 2 of these, or 3 out of the 4 boss mobs that spawn in the fight, the next phase is going to spawn. So I just cured phase 1, the Dread Knight and the Cyber Mancubus, and nothing happened. And if I clear phase, so I've killed 3, I've killed the 3rd here. Kill the 3rd boss, and the Marauder spawns. And that's about it. So the next fight is a bit weird. It's pretty simple. There are just 2 phases. Phase 1 is a Penny Elemental that always spawns here, 3 Pinkies, 2 Gargoyles and an Imp, or 2 Imps and a Gargoyles, that kind of changes. Phase 2 is just 2 Prowlers, but Phase 2 only spawns once you've killed a mob boss and 3 other mobs. So it's a bit of a weird mechanic. Ugh. Ugh. So I've killed a mob boss, 2, and that's 3, and phase 2 just spawned. So you could kill a mob boss and the Prowler in the Pinkies, for instance, or you could kill the mob boss and some fodder, and it doesn't really change things. So you probably want to kill obviously the Pinkies and the Pain Elementals first, but ultimately you can do whatever you want. And that's it. So it's not a very important fight, and just a bit of a weird trigger. So the next fight, and actually the previous fight as well, you can skip even in a 100% run. They don't give any points towards combat rating. I'm just going to go very quickly because there's a Pain Elemental. So if you're on a 100% run and you need to do the Pain Elemental challenge and you're in trouble or you haven't done any or blah blah blah, it's good to know that there's one here. But apart from that, the fight's pretty straightforward. So you have 2 Caco Demons, a Pain Elemental, 2 Spectres, some Gargoyles, and 2 Prowlers. I'm pretty sure nothing else spawns, and all you have to do is just clear stuff. Oh, did that... Looks like that grenade bounced into his mouth. But... Oh yeah, sorry. So it seems 4 Prowler spawns. But all you have to do is clear everything. And you're good. But as you see, it doesn't give any points toward combat rating, so there's no real point to do this fight, and you can actually from this you can make your way over there with the Ballista boost, so you can really skip a lot of it, but that's it. So this fight's a bit strange because the spawns are quasi-random. So it always starts off with a Pinky, 2 Whiplashes, a Carcass, and an Imp. So as you can see, the Imp counts towards the Demon count, the important Demon count, and as soon as you kill 2 two mobs, so that includes the imps. Another wave of mobs is going to spawn, and right here 2 gargoyles spawns, but sometimes it can be a single prowler, sometimes it can be 2 prowlers, sometimes it can be a prowler and a gargoyle. So it's kind of it's almost random, but it's always gargoyles or prowlers. But apart from that, there's nothing extraordinary, and as soon as you've cleared everything, the fight's done. And it blocks the door here, so there's no way to skip this fight. There's a small technique you can do a bit earlier to skip this fight, but you should actually skip it if you can, because it doesn't add to combat rating. So this fight is straightforward. You have a prowler, a gargoyle, a mancubus, and a cyber mancubus, and a dread knight. You need to kill everything. That's about it. So the last fight on Taras Nabad is pretty interesting. There are 5 phases. Each phase spawns as soon as you kill a heavy demon from the current phase. So for instance, the first phase is a Caco demon, a whiplash, and a Hell Knight. As soon as I kill either the Caco demon, the whiplash, or the Hell Knight, phase 2 is going to spawn. Phase 2 is a Pinky and a Dread Knight. As soon as I kill either the Pinky or the Dread Knight, phase 3 is going to spawn, and so forth. So you want to focus your Crucible usage to kill demons from the current phase, so you can continuously spawn new enemies and be faster. And you also want to focus your Crucible usage on 2 Barons that spawn in the arena, because Barons don't die to the BFG shot. So the basic strategy is kill a heavy from the current phase, kill the Barons, and then kill the Arcvile, and use a BFG shot at the end to kill whatever's left. So I'm currently on Nightmare right now. So I've killed 1 demon from phase 1. So that's... Now Baron's gonna spawn. Where is that Baron? Now another Baron's gonna spawn. And now the Arcvile's gonna spawn. So the Arcvile spawns here, here, or there. I got lucky here. So I've killed everything. And the BFG shot is gonna clear the arena for me. So you obviously wanna go around to pick up some Crucible ammo, but that's the fight.